Hey guys, Kara here with Kinsley's Creative Palette. I am working on the attachments for the welcome sign, and I thought I would show y'all how to paint a pineapple to look realistic-ish. You like that? Ish. So, I have a ruler and some dark brown paint. This is called Burnt Umber, and I'm gonna get that on my plate. And here's the trick. It's not really a trick, but it really helps me keep my lines straight. Is I take my ruler and I set it down and I get my paint and I go right along that edge. When you start running out of paint, I just flip my brush, get the rest of it off of there. Now, this is how a lot of times I will paint thin lines, you can see. So, the important thing is after each line that you clean your ruler, because you don't want to set it down and have paint smudge all underneath. So we're going to do that again. I'm dipping in my paint. Back this way. And guys, you know, we were talking yesterday about the weather. It snowed again last night. My kids had no school again today. We're on day 3 of blizzard bags, which I didn't even know what that was until I moved to the north. This is the first year we've had them though. I'm trying to think. First grade, second grade, third grade, and it's our 3rd year here in the winter, so anyway, I guess we've gotten lucky the last couple of years. We haven't used all of our snow days. Did y'all all know what a blizzard bag was? Say hi if you're on. Because I didn't know. Anybody else a compulsive hand washer? I was just thinking about how dry my hands always are because I wash them all the time. Good morning again, Christina, or good morning to you, I should say. Hope you slept good last night. You got snow again too? Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna air dry it. Then we're gonna go back the other way. And it's important that this is dry so that you don't smudge when you set your ruler down. I finally got all the coats of paint. I'm going to set this down for a second. Finally got all the coats of paint on these, and so I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to put white polka dots, even though I kind of love how, oh, thank you. Okay, excuse me. So I got to show you up close. They're spring earrings. I'm getting ready to record my virtual paint party for this upcoming month, March, and we're painting a bunny. And I really am wishing spring was here, so I thought maybe if I wore my spring earrings that it would come sooner. So if you just jumped on, we're painting a pineapple, but I'm letting these dry, and I'm showing you my technique for getting your lines on your pineapple. So I'm going to jump over, I'm going to grab some white paint, and I'm going to put some polka dots on these bunnies. Do I want to put polka dots? Thank you, Christina. I didn't have a picture of the 3 of them together that like showed all their faces and their features, so I had to upload a couple different pictures. But anyway, they're my babies. They're running around, so if they come up here, I'll show them to you. But and this will make you laugh. So my dogs wear diapers because otherwise they are territorial and they'll tinkle in my house, and that's not okay. So I put them in belly bands. Hey, sweet friend. There's Roscoe. Here, let me have it. There's Roscoe. This is Roscoe. Say hi. Say good morning. And you can't see his eyes because they are jet black, but they're there, and he is precious, the light of my life, right next to my kids, of course. And I'm looking for a paintbrush, and I can't find one that I want. I must have left them in the kitchen after I washed them. Here, we'll use this one. Okay, so I'm going to grab some white paint, and I'm going to, oh, do I want to paint these? You know what? I want to put tails on these bunnies. I'm going to put tails on the bunnies. Let's see. You're up painting too, Cody? I have been up since the school called at 5:25 this morning. And I painted the rest of that, what do you call it? The, not pineapple, the watermelon. I painted it this morning and finished painting. Oh, I put the nose back on one of my Easter bunnies. Recorded some videos, and it's been a long day already, and it's only, what time is it? 10:30. So I decided I'm just going to put some little tails on my bunnies, and I think I'm going to paint my eggs with polka dots. What do y'all think? That work? Because I kind of like the simplicity of this. It's a DNC router, a laser cutter. I'm very lucky that the college close to us, sorry, I'm getting a message too, close to us has a program. They have a laser cutter, and they have our CNC router, but I've never learned to use it. I went in there one time and they showed me, and it was way harder to me after using the laser, so I just didn't. But they have that, and so I'm able to use that equipment. Now I pay per year to be able to use it, but anyway, I really, it's very convenient, and I'm very fortunate because I really wanted to start this business when I moved here 2 years ago, and if it wasn't for them having that capability, I wouldn't have been able to. All right, friends, let me ask you this. I've got these two. I'm putting lime green, trying to keep them kind of consistent, and this pink, which are the two colors of my bunnies. Hello, Nan. Should I put orange on there too? Or what other colors should I put? Or should I just put those two colors? I can't decide. I feel like it needs more than two. Oh no, look what I did. I touched my pineapple. Whoops. I'm going to guess it's still not dry. So if you're just joining me, we are finishing up this pineapple, and I'm showing you how to get your lines. Hello, Mackenzie. Are you out of school today? Orange, yes or no? That is good. Cody, you know, at Christmas time, I actually cut a bunch by hand using a jigsaw. I have a jigsaw and a, what do you call the other one? Scroll saw, which I was not nearly as impressed as I thought I would be with the scroll saw. But what I liked about it was I could stack several pieces on top of each other. You think the orange? Okay, I'm going to do the orange then. All right, so let me paint these polka dots. Do y'all remember how I showed you yesterday to paint polka dots? I'm going to use this brush, which is about the size of my pinky finger. I've got my paint colors out on my plate, and for a palette I literally use a paper plate, and you can see like I'm going over the top of old paint. I'll just use it until it looks terrible and I can't put any more paint on it, and then I will get a new one. Alright, so I've got loaded one side of my brush. Now I'm just gonna turn. Now I'm gonna try to keep these polka dots small, so I'm not pushing all the way down on my brush. Okay, polka dot. Let's see. I think I'm going to do them the same just so that they'll look the same and be somewhat consistent. All right, I'm spinning my brush, but I'm not pushing down. I'm having to fix that top corner. Okay, so I'm just going to do a couple of orange. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to wash my brush, and I'm going to do a couple of the other colors. Say hello if you're on. I know it says I'm painting a pineapple, and I really am, but I'm also painting my Easter signs while I wait for my pineapple. I think it's about dry. I think we could go back to that for a second. So let's change gears because we're going to need to let it dry again. Okay, so move those. All right, so to do this, if you just joined, I'm using a ruler, and this is a paint called Burnt Umber. I painted the pineapple antique gold yesterday. You can use whatever color you want. Hey Sandra, welcome. We are painting a pineapple, and I'm showing you how I use a ruler to get my crisper-ish lines. Now, they don't have to be perfect. After each time, I wipe it off so that I don't transfer paint. Hey, is it Virgie? Tell me if I said that right. If I didn't, tell me how to say it. All right. Okay, let's see. So I'm just drawing lines. I'm right up against my ruler. And when I start to run out of paint, I turn my brush. And if I have no more on it, I reload. All right, so let's clean. Hey, Carla. Thank you for sharing, Nan. I appreciate that. Oh, I did. Awesome. I always hate it when I butcher someone's name. Okay. This is the next one. My kids are home from school, and I have a whole bunch of stuff to get done because we are leaving town. Well, not all of us. Me and the kids are leaving town next week. And we're going to be gone for quite a while, and I've got to get stuff done. So I'm letting them play their electronics today. Carla, I love creativity too. It's my favorite. Anything creative. I'm trying to teach myself to crochet right now, and I'm at that. I can't figure out how to hold my work. It's just, I'm trying though. Every time I sit down on the couch, I practice a little bit more. I figure practice makes perfect, right? Not that I'm ever going to be perfect at it, but okay. Let's see, is this going to be my last line? I'm going to have to be real careful when I lift up my ruler this time because I did have some wet paint under there. Okay, so I need one more line. I'm just cleaning it again. Remember, every time you wipe it off after you pick it up. We're going to do one more line right here, just a small one. Hey, Jen, how are you? Okay with it, old school, but I can't read the new cool patterns. So what inspired me to start trying to figure out how to crochet was my daughter and I were at Sam's Club the other day, and they had this cute little set. It was $10, and it came with a crochet hook and all the colors you needed to make 2 little horses. And I'm like, okay, well, if they're marketing it for kids, like, surely I can do it too. So I bought it, and I looked at the book, and I was like, what? Like, that's all I could think the whole time I was looking at it. I'm like, what? So I YouTubed some videos or looked some up, and there was a girl, she was like a high schooler, that was teaching people to crochet, and she was doing it really slow, and I thought, okay, I can get into this. I can do this. So I'm trying to learn. All right, friends, so this is where we're at. Right now, we've got top of the pineapples done. I'm working on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is on the left side of each of the little triangles, I'm going to smudge brown. So I'm just going to get some brown on my brush. I don't know if you can see, but I'm just kind of smudging it all on the left side. I'll show you up close. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Only on the left side, though. Sam's husband and I with rubber band bracelets. Carla, I bought one of those kits for my kids, and they never really got into them. I pretty much just had rubber bands all over my house. But I did have, when I was in Canada last year for a convention, there was a little boy there with his mom. She was an entrepreneur. And he was making those bracelets and selling them. And I thought, that is so awesome that he's that young and he's already got that entrepreneur, I can't say it. You know what I'm trying to say. He wants to be an entrepreneur already. He started his own little Facebook page, and I bought some bracelets for me and the kids. So, all right, so this is what it's looking like. Okay, you see how it's kind of making that pineapple pattern? I gotta be careful. I should have started on this side and worked my way across, because now I'm gonna get my hand in wet paint. But hope y'all are having a great day. I'm gonna try to batch record some videos today for the next couple of months virtual paint parties, so I can get those ready and out to my members sooner rather than later. That way, if they're all caught up and they want to paint more than one, they can. So, let's see. Trying to not put my hand in paint. Now, when you do this, I'm going to show you up close. You want it to almost look rough on the edges. Like you just lift your brush and it kind of, I don't know how to say it, like you're running out of paint. That's how you want it to look. Let's see. And they don't all have to be exactly the same. And just vary them. I'm going to make it so y'all can see while I paint. I put together the welcome sign and the home signs this morning. I'm going to post pictures this afternoon. Turn it around and finish the rest. Well, it's hard for me to go this way. You know what I mean? It's easier for me to paint this direction, like going from left to right than right to left. I thought about turning it around, but I don't think my lines would look the same. I'm almost done with this part. Then I'll show you the other part. This doesn't take much. Almost done. No green at the bottom and you'll be going the same way. Okay, I think I got them all. Now I'm going to get this brush back in the water. And this time I am going to flip it because I'm going to be painting the other side. So now I'm going to take white. And I'm not going to have much on my brush. But I'm just going to kind of touch in these corners of this triangle on the other side. Okay, can y'all see that? Isn't that awesome how it gives it that depth? At least I think it looks awesome. Some pineapples I paint like a Moroccan or polka dots or whatever. But this one's going on that big welcome sign, and I thought, you know, it would be fun if it looked like a true pineapple. Did I say pumpkin before? I don't know. So I forgot to look up last night the snow in Hawaii. I'm going to have to put that on my list of things to look up when I sit down. Let's see. Look how cute! Oh, I love it. And I did it again. I started painting on this side and going the other way. Now this is the same, I'm using kind of the same brush strokes, but I'm just not doing as much. I'm just doing a few right in that corner. All right, I think that's it. I got them all. All right, guys, so there's our pineapple. And if you felt like you got too much brown or you wanted to do it different, you can always go back over it with the gold. So I think that's it. Oh, let me paint these. I'll finish these while I'm on today. Let's see. All right, so orange. I just put a little white tail on my bunnies. Look how cute. Oh, so cute. I need to paint the other side as soon as these are dry, so I can flip them over. And then I've got my two eggs. So let me dip in the green this time. Let's do. Now, again, I'm not pushing down as hard when I'm making these polka dots so that they're not as big. I'm using my brush and I'm trying to make it so they're not quite as big as what my brush could make them. I went to Columbus on, what day was it? Friday, to pick up, hey Christy, to pick up my aunt and uncle, and we made a stop at Home Goods, which we don't have here in Zanesville. And oh my stars, I kind of went crazy in the Easter decor area, and I got some super cute throw pillows. They were bunnies. I think it was like 4 bunnies with glasses on. So cute. I've never done the whole throw pillow thing for the season until Christmas this past year, and anyway, it was super cute. Now every day when I walk in the house after I take the kids out to the bus or whatever, I walk in and I see those super cute little bunnies. And then they had a little square pillow, because we have one of those 2-seater, like, it's kind of like a love seat but smaller couches. And then we have a chair in there that has an ottoman. Oh, and I found a little square pillow that was like a turquoisey color, which is my accent color in that room. And it was the bunny with the glasses too. Alright guys, so polka dots. And let me do a pink on here. And then I'll go back and I will make these, I'll make the polka dots more, not transparent, opaque. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to wipe this paint off my brush and get some, how am I doing this polka dots? Sherry, we talked about it in the live video yesterday, so you may want to go back and watch that, but I will show you best I can on here. I'm not doing big polka dots, so it's hard for me to show. Basically what you do is you load one side of your brush. Let me paint this little tail real quick and then I'll show you. It's my preferred way to make polka dots. I don't really like the daubers or whatever they're called. They're not my favorite. Okay, let me get a brush that I like to make polka dots. Now this brush is good for small polka dots like I did on the heart yesterday. And it's about the size of my pinky finger. But if I can find, oh here. Here's a, oh man, I dropped it. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. So let me move these out of the way. And I'm going to do it right here. Can you see that? Can you see that? I can't see it because of my comments, but I think that you should be able to see it. I need a bold color. We'll just do this brown, burnt umber. Okay, so I load one side of my paintbrush with paint. See how there's not much on this side, but this side has a lot. And I just set my brush down and I just spin. Just spin all the way around. Can y'all see that? So that's how I make a polka dot. This paintbrush, which is about the size of my thumb, maybe a little bit smaller, is what I use to make my big polka dots. And if you want to go bigger, let me put some more paint on my brush. I get right at the edge and I just pull around again. And it makes it bigger. Hey Kayla. We're wrapping up today. We're finishing up. I just painted this pineapple for our welcome sign, which I'm posting pictures later. I did finish the watermelon and the heart, and then I've got this, and I'm trying to decide. I'm gonna do a snowflake, and I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Y'all leave me comments, let me know. I'm hoping to do 6 that would go through the whole season. Oh, do you like the polka dot or the pineapple? Because I just painted the pineapple live. You're wood burning today. Awesome. Well, I'm finishing up my napkin rings so that I can go put my napkins in there. Even though I've never used napkin rings. I don't really know how to use napkin rings. I'm going to have to Google it. But I'm putting a little bit more paint on my bunnies and my Easter eggs. And then I'm going to go put my napkin rings on. Okay, I'm thinking I need a dark pink. What do y'all think? I'm not loving these. Should I switch to this? I wasn't going to use this color because I used the light pink, but do you think that would be okay? It might be too bright. No, maybe not. Let's try it. Let's try this pink in place of the other pink. Let's see. I'm going right back over that polka dot. What do y'all think? Is that pink better? You are the boss of you. Oh, girl. Okay, what do you think about that? Is that better? I feel like it's more vibrant. Hey, Bridget, how are you today? Are you working hard? All right, pink, so much better. Okay, good, 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 good. I'm glad you think so. Okay, I'm gonna make my orange dots again. Google what? What am I gonna Google? Don't laugh, Kayla, don't laugh at me. I don't know how to put napkins in a napkin ring. Like, are you supposed to fold them a certain way? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it. Maybe look on Pinterest. Because now that I will have napkin rings, I need to put my napkins in them. Y'all want me to post a finished picture of my table when I do my napkin rings? Right now I have the cutest table runner. Oh, do you know how? Or do you not know either? Would you have to Google it? Let's see. All right. I think y'all are right. I think that is so much better. So, polka dots and my 2 little bunnies. Look how cute they are. This green one, like, I'm in love with. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to paint the other side, and I will post a picture when I get it all put together. We had a tea party the other day, my kids and I, and we had an aunt and uncle in town. My aunt and uncle. They're great aunt and uncle. And they had never been to a tea party before. And my kids love to have a tea party. So we had little bitty cucumber sandwiches. And I went to Aldi, which they had the butter cookies in the tin, but then they had the butter cookies that were dipped in chocolate. And they also had some truffles that were on clearance from Valentine's Day. And what else did we have? And so anyway, we had a tea party, and it was adorable. So I'll post some pictures of that too. But my tablescape at Easter is, I don't really do it for any other time of year. I do a little bit at Christmas, but for Easter, I kind of go all out. So I'll post some pictures. I have like my little area in the living room. There's like a small, like a sitting room, and that's the room I decorate, and it's right next to the dining room table. So I'll post some pictures, and I'll also post some pictures of the welcome sign with our pineapple and the other shapes. So look for lots of pictures coming in the next couple days, and I will see you guys later. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Have a great afternoon and a good lunch. Bye, guys.